Adam Ottavino is a pitcher, played for the Rockies last year, really effective last season. And he was talking about the game, and somehow Babe Ruth came up. And he said,
just came up.
I would strike him out every time he came to the plate. And everybody laughed. And then he started saying, hey, no disrespect. He was one of the greatest, not maybe the greatest player of all time. But look at the way he swung the bat. And then he said, and he drank beer and ate hot dogs, and that's how he trained. Ottavino's right. He probably would. In this day and age, the way pitchers throw, the way the game has changed, what Babe Ruth was or any other player, we're talking about almost 100 years ago playing baseball. But I guess I just have this one issue to think, don't you think things would have changed? Whatever talent level Babe Ruth or Ty Cobb or Ted Williams or Mickey Mantle or any other player, much like in other sports, whether it's Bob Cousy or Bobby Orr, might have developed, might have trained differently, might have played differently in this day and age. So you're right and you're wrong at the same time. You can't compare 1920 with 2020, but you got a lot of attention for it. Maybe the next thing he'll get is a job in baseball.
I'm still wondering how that line of questioning comes up.
Wait a minute. It's exactly right. I mean, yes, he would strike out a guy that played the game the way they did 100 years ago. The game has changed.
Well, you're talking about baseball 100 years ago, where right place, right time, the right guy saw you. Now you're a major league superstar. Whereas today, every stone goes unturned. You could make the argument that Babe Ruth wouldn't even make a major league roster because there's 100 kids from, Sioux Falls, South Dakota that are better than Babe Ruth.
If you want to make that argument, it's 100 kids from the Dominican or
exactly. Right.
African-American players playing too. But I get that
white
part.
kid from Maryland can hit a baseball. Now he's the greatest player that ever played.
But then you could also say, would Jackie Robinson not be able to play in baseball today? Yes, he would. But you would adjust to the game today.
Okay. All right. That's pretty good.